you have an abundance of cherry tomatoes or salad tomatoes, it's time to cut them up, de-seed them, put them in a bowl to get ready to dehydrate them. We're gonna make Italian sun-dried tomatoes. All you have to do is a little prep work. You're gonna lay your tomatoes on your tray, open side up. Take you a mixture. This is how I do it. You can sprinkle it straight out of whatever you got. But I've got garlic powder, I've got my homemade basil, some Italian seasonings, and some oregano. And I just mix it up, take a pinch of it, and just start sprinkling it on. Let that be on there real good. And we're gonna let it dehydrate all together. Oh, it smells good already. Now, I'm putting mine on low, like 120 degrees, and I'm gonna let it dehydrate overnight because it's late in the evening. But you can put it a little bit higher and do it over a few hours and check it every 2 hours maybe. And you don't want them crispy, you just want them kind of dried out and rubbery. You can store them in olive oil when they're done, or put them in freezer bag and vacuum seal it and freeze them. If you're not going to use it, if you're going to put it in the olive oil and put it in the refrigerator, then you're going to want to use them within 2 weeks. My intention for use of this is going to be salads and pizzas, so I'll put some on olive oil, covered in olive oil, in the refrigerator for the salads, and then I'll freeze for pizzas. So we don't eat those that often. It smells great. Something else you could do if you wanted to, instead of doing Italian seasonings, you could do ethnic seasonings, or like Greek or Mexican, or anything like that that you would use it for. It's a great way to put up for the winter or hard times, or just for later on. Make good use of these harvests, people. Don't waste anything. With my dehydrator, I've got tomatoes that are barely touching the bottom of this underneath. So what I'm going to do is put an extra tray in and leave an airspace. That way there's flow. So you've got a whole tray that's empty, and then you come up to the next. And that's just because I want the air circulating. You don't have to do that. It just might take it a little longer to dehydrate. Okay, I've got my dehydrator full, and I left a couple of vacant trays, and then I've got the top layer, as you can see, and I've got all my spices in there. So I'm going to let it dehydrate till they're rubbery, and some I will put in this jar and fill it completely full, covering the tops of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and it will store in the refrigerator for a couple weeks. Hope you enjoyed this, a little short, and I hope you learned something. Until next time, it's Anna from Mimsy's Garden. Please hit that like and subscribe button.